Now we're back on YouTube, guys. Hopefully that's a bit better. Hopefully, hopefully the connection is a bit better there. We shut it down and started again. So if it's not, I don't know what to tell you. But hopefully we're back up and running. Why would any club want that attitude at their club? Says Michael. I agree. You know, and it's been the same an awful lot of the time down through the, you know, down through the years, say, of Ronaldo. And even when he was at Manchester United before he left the first time, you know, for 12 or 18 months, there was talks about him leaving, and there was this whole kind of circus building up with it. And, you know, and you can put up with that as a fan and as a club when you have a 24, 25, 26-year-old Ronaldo at the peak of his powers. But at 37 years of age, you have to weigh up the pros and the cons and saying, is this circus and this bad attitude, is it worth having him at our club? Or just saying, no, bye-bye. I mean, I don't know. Now, we don't know the whole story, you know what I mean? I'm sure about this, you know, the fact that he's starting, or the fact that he's not starting here, more like it. But, I don't know. Let's see what kind of attitude he has if he does come on. Because I'm sure he will come on. And be under no illusions. There will be a camera in that stadium. An official camera for whatever broadcaster has the rights to it. That will literally have it on Ronaldo for the entire game. Just to see if the manager asks him to come on. Whether he fucking does or not. You know. So We'll find it all out in due course. So we will. We'll find it all out in due course. Brian says, thoughts on Ronaldo not starting? I'm not surprised. Well, not that I'm not surprised, but has he had a good World Cup? Not really. You know what I mean? And like if you're, I was reading a couple of articles there about the Portuguese press talking about Portugal actually play better when he's not in the squad. Now, we've heard that before, and we've heard it only a few weeks ago, and we've heard it all season as Man United fans, that we play better as Manchester United, obviously as a United fan, we play better without Ronaldo this season. And now we're hearing that in Portugal as well about the national team. I mean, we can't all be wrong. You know what I mean? We can't all be wrong. Michael says, he was saying all the United youngsters had attitudes as well. You wonder why that is. It just reminds me of that kind of older generation always giving out about the younger generation. You know. Just, you know, maybe he's just turned into a bitter old footballer. Who knows? I don't know. Wally says, don't know why the best in the world isn't playing. Well, he's not the best in the world. At the moment, he's not the best in the world. You know, very, very clearly. You telling me Ronaldo is a better player now than Mbappe is? Nowhere near it. Now, will Mbappe ever get to the heights that Ronaldo has hit? Probably not. But on current ability and form, Ronaldo is nowhere near the greatest player in the world. Nowhere near it. He'd be better off now once this World Cup is over. Just retire. Just retire. You know, before it drags on any further. And before you know, tarnish your reputation anymore. Just retire. You know. Anyway, great to see so many people in, guys. Keep smashing the like button. We're going to aim for 20,000 likes on this video on TikTok. So if you have a minute, tap the screen a few times for us. Helps the channel out an awful lot. And if anybody wants the full experience, we're live over on YouTube as well. Link is on my homepage, or you can just search United Community Channel on YouTube. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11, all on the screen. Head over there, hit the subscribe button if you want the full experience. Guinness says, can't believe Dalot on for Cancelo. Ridiculous. You are loving it. I don't see... I mean, if Dalot wasn't playing for United, it wouldn't be as big of a shock. You know what I mean? Dalot is having a really, really good season. So... Benny says, Mbappe, would you go away, would you? Right, that makes no sense. How you're not giving me any reason, any alternative. You telling me Ronaldo is a better player now than Mbappe is now? You know what I mean? Or is he better now than fucking Jude Bellingham? You know, he's not. None of them will ever get to his overall height, you know, and overall what he's achieved in the game, absolutely amazing. But at the moment, Ronaldo is not as good as a lot of these players. He's just not. Just retire instead of doing what they all do and go make insane money in other leagues. Well, he has a lot of money made already. Guinness says stop it. He's had a couple of few games. He's had a couple of good games. He's had a lot of good games. So he has. Why are these Liverpool fans coming in here now hating on Deload just because your right back is rubbish? You know what I mean? He must be a Ronaldo fanboy. Even the neutrals know Mbappe is better. And Ryson says, laughing faces, you're loving this. Ben says, it'd be good to see what Messi thinks of all of this. It would. But we're up and running anyway, guys. We've got the timer started on YouTube as well, so... Ronaldo would wipe the floor with them too. Bellingham, are you joking? They played against Iran. Like, Benny, what are you on about? Are you telling me Ronaldo, current talent and current form is better than Mbappe? Take your head out of Ronaldo's arse, will ya? Jesus Christ. Here's Bernardo Silva now coming down the left-hand side. Portugal attacking early here. Bruno Fernandes on the ball now, and they're just hovering around the edge. Shane says, I've literally just tuned in and I'm seeing this. Right, Ronaldo dropped. He certainly is, Shane. Dropped. Piers Morgan Jr. fake says, Messi getting benched in the last 16 World Cup knockout game, while C. Ronaldo is carrying this Portugal side. That speaks everything about who matters more and the difference of squad depth one team have. I don't think Ronaldo's been carrying this Portugal team, to be quite honest with you. But anyway. Jock says, you're dead right. At the moment, he is far from them players, but nobody will get Ronaldo's prime stats. No, absolutely not. Like Ronaldo and Messi, no one will touch them. I'd be very surprised if their legacy is topped. But at the moment, obviously, Ronaldo is coming to the end of his career. He's nowhere near as good as the likes of Mbappe at the moment. Messi is a lazy player. Oh, Jesus, Benny. Messi is a lazy player and boring. Ronaldo, yes. Wow. Just goes to show what you know. You're just a sore United fan that Ronaldo got bored of boring team and club going nowhere. But yeah, he's going to sign for a Saudi Arabian club. Benny, take your head out of your arse, man, will ya? Ricky says, poor old Trent, 4th choice right back for England now after the likes of Walker, Trippier and James. Ronaldo is done, says Lano or Eno. Not sure which one that is. Michael says, Messi has done more this World Cup than Ronaldo has this season. And Benny says, he will win more with them than United will in the next 10 years. I'd win more with that fucking team. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. We've got some characters in tonight, lads. To be fair, the guy who is playing in his place has only scored 1 or 2 goals. Gamble dropping Ronaldo. Yeah. How many goals has Ronaldo actually got in the World Cup? I know he scored a penalty in the first game. Has he scored from play? I'm not sure if he has, to be honest. He knows he's done. He left a project for money and tarnished his legacy. I mean, all of his talk was, I want to leave because I want to play Champions League football. Now, look, we don't know if he's going to sign for this Saudi Arabian club, but if he signs for them, it'll be the biggest money grab in history. And all of his bullshit talk about, I want to play Champions League football and all of this, and then they're throwing 200 million at him and he takes it. You can literally just roll back that Piers Morgan interview and laugh at everything he says in it. You know what I mean? Ben says, do some of these actually know anything about football? Look, it's all opinions. It's all opinions. Smash a like on the video, guys, if you haven't done so already. Like I said, helps out the channel a ton. And if you're new to the channel, guys, I see some new people in, putting comments in and stuff, which is great to see. Make sure you hit the follow button as well. Daily Manchester United and World Cup content. So make sure you're hitting the follow button. And like I said, we're live over on YouTube as well at the moment. We've got the full experience there with the scoreboard, the timer, the ticker tape with the starting 11 is all on screen. Link is on the homepage, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube and go over and give us a subscribe over there as well. Eno says, definitely around the button. He's going to Saudi, no doubt. If he gets his image rights, he will. Spain lose. Shocking, says Trevlon. Yeah, it was a great game to watch, I have to say. Really enjoyed doing the watch along for it now. Cross into the box now by Switzerland. Portugal clear their lines and win a free out in the end. Guinness says, supposedly Saudi Arabia, one of the favourites for 2030 World Cup. I mean, if they go back and do that again, I mean, it'd have to be another winter one. It'd just be the biggest money grab of all time, wouldn't it? Really would. John says, does it include games he's claimed he scored? Yeah, that Bruno Fernandes goal. Yeah. Patrick says, he would have been thrown out years ago if it was Cody. If it was Ferguson. If he had done this stunt with Ferguson, he would have been thrown out as well. You know what I mean? But look, I mean, Ronaldo's obviously going to, and again, it's going to be the main talking point if Portugal go through or Portugal go out. Ronaldo being such the big name that he is, it's still going to be the main talking point. It's going to be Ronaldo and the fact that he didn't start. Or if he comes on and scores, or, you know, if he refuses to come on, which we've fucking seen before as United fans. We all know the feeling. But it would be interesting to see if he's asked to come on in the last 2 or 3 minutes, does he? You know. And, you know, I'd love to pick his brains now and see who he blames for this one, why he isn't starting, you know. What do you think of Spain going out, says Paul? Yeah, huge upset. Huge upset. Huge upset. And, like, Spain deserve to go out, in my opinion. And let me explain why, right? This is why I think Spain deserve to go out, is because them 2 idiots that went up and took a penalty and just that little jog up to a penalty, too slow, you know, one of them hit the post and the other one was saved. And that it just annoys me so much when guys take a penalty like that. Put the ball down, take a run up, and put your fucking foot through it. You know, you don't have to put your foot through it, but pace in your shot. This little jog and run up is just a load of bollocks, in my opinion. And for that reason alone, I think they deserve to go out, and I'm glad that they went out. And Morocco defended so well and kept their shape so well, you know, for 120 minutes. Being absolutely out on their feet maybe after 60 or 70 minutes, you know. So yeah, I'm delighted, you know, and we all love upsets like that when they're not against our own team, really, don't we? But yeah, let's see. Ben is saying Ronaldo's last big story before going missing into the desert, and Ben says apparently he fell out with manager, so manager dropped him. Yeah, someone was saying in the watch along earlier that Ronaldo was really, really unhappy that he was substituted off in the last game. He was substituted off after like 60 minutes, I think. So maybe that's the reason why he's out now, you know, and it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. It really wouldn't, because his ego his ego was always big, you know, but you were happy with his ego being so big when he was, you know, 25, 26 in his prime. But as a 37-year-old declining footballer, there's only so much of that you really have to put up with, you know. So, Jim Bob says, pure shithousery from Hakimi. And Paul says, the last Morocco penalty was brilliant. Oh, the chip down the middle. He just said to the goalkeeper, here, do you want a bit of ketchup with that chip? Fucking, the audacity to do that, to put your team through to the quarter-final. Just amazing. Amazing. He was throwing his ties out at a cot again when subbed, says Guinness. Yeah, it looks like it. Imagine if Clough had him when he'd got a clip around the ear or a dig. Yeah, exactly. Adam is in, says, Viva Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo! Jogging down the wing, hear United sing, see you Ronaldo! And he was Spanish born as well, says Paul. Shane says, bet of the night is Pepe to be carded. I'd say the odds are fairly short on that, Shane. He usually gets a good booking throughout the game. Great to see so many people in, guys. Smash a like on the video. Hit the follow button if you're new to the channel as well. Helps the channel out a ton. And if you're new to the YouTube channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Get your comments in on the chat as well. I'd love to hear what you have to think about the Ronaldo situation. Adam says, can't wait for Messi to win the World Cup. I tell you one thing. I don't think Argentina are going to win it. And the reason why is I don't think they have enough depth in their squad compared to other teams. Like, you look at Brazil. Brazil have 2 teams that could win the World Cup. But, look, Argentina will be thereabouts. You know. Oh, mistake there by Portugal. And, Jesus, Switzerland nearly got in. But Portugal just cleared their lines. Collie says, Pierce flying to Dubai for another interview. Certainly. I wouldn't be surprised. Jim Bob says the Korean player told him to F off the pitch in Portuguese. That's why he was pissed. Michael says Brazil or Argentina to win. Adam says no, Jack, they will. But we're getting to the exciting stage of the World Cup, really, aren't we? Which is great. You know, and we always, you know, you always want really exciting games in the group stages, but they can be cagey affairs. Oh, Switzerland step out. And who's in? No, Switzerland recover. But, you know, group stage games can be always a bit cagey, you know, because you don't want to lose your first game, especially in a World Cup, because if you lose your first game, you're up against it big time. But as the games go on, and then as you get into the latter stages like we are now, the last 16 knockout, you just, you know, as soon as a goal is scored, you're saying to yourself, right, you know, well, such and such a team is 1-0 down, they have to step out now and really go for it, you know. So, let's see. Feason says, Ireland to win, they come in the bonus rounds. Yeah, sure, look. Don't really have a comeback to that, you know what I mean? Ireland are dirt at the moment. I have Netherlands in my draw, says Colin. I don't think they're going to win it. It's crazy that Holland have never won a World Cup. It really is, like, you know, given some of the unbelievable players and teams that the Dutch had down through the years. Like, they've been in 3 World Cup finals and they've lost them all. You know, now the last one against Spain, they didn't even try to play football. They just tried to fucking hospitalise as many Spanish players as possible into one game of football. But some of the teams they had down through the years were absolutely unbelievable, you know. But it's been a decent enough start to the game. We're just over 13 minutes in. What are your thoughts on England, says Luna? I mean, England, in my opinion, have one of the best squads at the World Cup. It all comes down to how their manager sets them up, really, isn't it? And if he takes the harness off him and just allows them to play, you know, like, I mean, you look at some of the players out, like Jude Bellingham is absolutely ripping it up. Harry Kane is unreal. Rashford is playing out of his skin at the moment. Luke Shaw is playing really well. Jordan Henderson, for his age, is having a great World Cup as well. Even Harry Maguire is playing well. You know what I mean? And you have the likes of Kyle Walker, who's a world-class right full as well. And, you know, on paper, they have a very, very, very good squad. Now, they're coming up against France on Saturday. And France also have a very good squad. I think England, with France missing so many players, I think England on paper have a better squad. I do. But what way are England going to come out? Are they going to come out, you know, all guns blazing? Or are they going to come out a bit, a bit kind of wary. Oh, I don't know. And because France, you give France an opportunity, especially with Mbappe on that left-hand side. If you can cut off the supply, a lot of people saying if you can take Mbappe out of the game, not injure him or anything, but if you can, keep him quiet, you have the chance. But I think if you can stop the supply going into Mbappe, then I think you have a better chance. You know what I mean? Benny says, who had France played against so far that you think Mbappe is good? Did you say England? Sweet Jesus. Benny, you're absolutely taunting out your ring, so you are. Anyone with any kind of a brain in their head watching Mbappe play just goes, wow. You know what I mean? Just how he reads the game, his burst of pace, gets into the right areas for goals. He's actually creating goals as well and linking up play. You're taunting through your ring by. But I hope you think you're right, at least. So you're saying who have France played against so far that makes Mbappe good, but then you're also saying England played Mickey Mouse teams. I mean, you're literally looking for any excuse to dick around and give out. You know what I mean? So you tell me then, Benny, who's going to win between England and France? Because if they're both crap, in your opinion, then you tell me who's going to win the World Cup. We're all waiting. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Where did that come out of? Who was it? Ramos! Oh, Portugal are 1-up. And everyone is in. And Ronaldo is in. I spotted him. He's in. He's in the celebrations. We can all take a deep breath. Ronaldo has got involved in the celebrations. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Let's have a look at the replay here. Jesus. Fucking hell. Come on, show us the replay. So a throw in. Comes to João Felix. Plays into him. Oh, Jesus. Takes it with his right foot. And and there's about that much of a gap in the top left-hand corner of the goal at the keeper's near post. And he goes high and buries it in the roof of the net. What a goal. And Portugal are 1-up. Game on. What a goal. Gonzalo Ramos with the goal. Now, and we're talking about a big decision, right? We're talking about a big decision. Ronaldo was dropped for a guy called Gonzalo Ramos, who has just scored an absolute worldie. Now, Ronaldo-ites in the chat, are you going to tell me now it was still a wrong idea to drop him? So far, the manager has made the right choice. So, the manager is taking a big gamble here and leaving Ronaldo out and putting on this young lad. And he's fucking after paying him back in spades with that goal. You have to say. And he's after making the right decision. Jim Bob says Ronaldo looks very concerned on the bench. And Luna says ego is too big on that man, CR. But that goal came out of nowhere, really. Pepe goes down screaming, doing a few rolls, and he got studs on the ankle, and it looks like it's sore enough on, alright. They're just showing a replay of the goal here again. Ball played into him. And there's just a fucking inch or two right there. And what an unbelievable strike with his left foot. High into the top corner. What a goal. What a goal. Michael says Messi Ronaldo final is still on. Yeah, Messi will be starting and Ronaldo will be on the bench. Ben says, let's see what people are saying here. Ben says, Mr. Rashford time, LOL. That's the problem with Southgate. Negative tactics to start with. Shane says, Benny the Benzo. And Ben says, could you imagine Mbappe and Haaland together? Oh, don't even say that. Don't even say that. With Jude Bellingham playing in midfield behind him. Jim Bob said, how did he sneak that in? Sheer power. Sheer power. Keeper didn't even know what was happening. The ball was already gone past him. Paul says, sure, is Ronaldo off somewhere for 320 million? Jordan says, Brazil-France final. And Vincent says, as an African, I want Morocco to do great, but a Ronaldo-Messi final would be amazing. Portugal on the edge of the box again, and a strike easily saved by the goalkeeper there. Lovely little link-up play by Portugal. 1-2s and Otavio on the edge of the box, and he just kind of plays it into the ground and it allows the keeper just to smother it. So Mbolo is given out here about Diaz, saying that he got an elbow in the chin from him. And that's the second time that's happened now. What's the score? So it's 1-0 to Portugal. Donald and Portugal are on the move here. Let me actually just update the score. Oh, here's Ramos with a strike. Oh, it's a poor strike. Poor strike. If you want full experience, guys, anybody watching on TikTok, we're live on YouTube as well. We've got the scoreboard on the screen. We've got the timer. We've got the starting 11 on the ticker tape on the bottom. Link is on my homepage, or you can just search United Community Channel on YouTube. We're live over there as well. Come over, get the full experience, hit the subscribe button, and get your thoughts into the chat. But it's 1-0 to Portugal as we speak. Who scored? The goal scorer was Gonzalo Ramos, who is after starting ahead of Ronaldo. Portugal are looking dangerous though, I have to say. I mean, you have to hand it to Pepe there. He's after giving away a free kick, but you have to hand it to him. He is 39 years of age, and to keep himself that fit and that sharp, and you know, to still be playing in the World Cup at that age as a centre back, and more than holding his own, you have to hold your hands up to him. Shane says, I tell you what this is a different team without Ronaldo. Could see these goals all the way. Yeah, well, they certainly seem to have a bit more pace about them, if that makes sense. In terms of, not in terms of say, individual pace, but in terms of how quickly they're moving the ball up front, the little 1-2s and a sticking, and they have runners off, and, you know, lads dropping in around the shoulder and stuff like that. And, look, you put a 37-year-old in there instead of a, you know, like a João Felix, a 22-year-old. I don't care how good of a footballer you are, you're going to slow down your play. It's just natural. It really is, you know. But yeah. Anyone watching, guys, we're doing there's an injury here, so the play has stopped. Just to let everybody know, we are doing a live watch-along tomorrow night for Manchester United's friendly game. They're on a bit of a semi-pre-season tour of Spain at the moment. They've got 2 games to play tomorrow night and Saturday. And they're playing Cadiz tomorrow night. So we're going to be doing a live watch-along for that as well, if you want to tune in with us and keep up to speed on the score. If you're a follower on TikTok, well, if you're not, make sure you're hitting the follow button. But if you are a follower, hit the bell notification on my homepage and you get notified then when we go live. And if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel either, make sure you hit the bell notification and click all as well, and you'll get notified when we go live then as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to being back to doing the United watch along tomorrow night, even though it's only a friendly. It's obviously Ireland are not in the World Cup, so I'm not fully supporting anybody. But the fact that United are back playing games, albeit a friendly tomorrow, I'm looking forward to shouting for United again. And there's a lot of the youth players that are on this kind of mini tour with them as well, which I'm looking forward to seeing play as well. So, looking forward to that. Make sure you tune in. Jim Bob says, Portugal are like Man City out there, WTF. Portugal seem more of a unit without him. Hate to say it, definitely more energy. And Michael says, I actually can't wait for the Premier League to be back. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. There's just something about the Premier League not being on this time of the year, you know, really makes you miss it. And I know you'd miss it, you know, when the league ends in the summer, but, you know, like, it's the summer and the transfer window is open, so you're still getting United news, and the weather is good, and great defending by Delo there, by the way. But yeah, this big break, and I know we still have the World Cup on, but it's just not the same really, isn't it not? Right, let's see. Can you pick an over 35s team from the players at the World Cup for the crack? Oh, Jesus Christ. I wouldn't even know where to start. Well, Messi is 35, so he's in it. Ronaldo is in it. Pepe is probably in it at centre back. Dani Alves at right back. Goalkeeper, haven't a clue. Would you even be able to get 11 players over 35? Lewandowski as well up front, through the middle. Is he over 35? Maybe he's not. He could only be 33, I think, maybe. But yeah, I'll leave that one up to you in the chat. He can get that one sorted. Cottle is in. Good to see you, pal. Ben says, hope the potatoes are ready for half time. They certainly are. Well, I don't have them, but they're out there. I'm going to go get them. Wheelock says, could you put subtitles? I don't understand the words you're saying. Just use your thumb and keep scrolling, my friend. Benny says, with Kenya, Ireland, we will never win shit. Jesus, Benny, you are just a ball of optimism, aren't you? Fucking hell. Do you know what you can do? Jog on there, son. The summer is worse, 3 months without football. It is, but you have to well, when I'm doing the channel, you know, it's just you'll be doing like transfer news shows and things like that. So I like that as well. But Thiago Silva says, Riki, yeah, absolutely. What channel is the game on? I'm watching it on, it's an Irish channel. It's RTE2. I'm not sure where in the world you are, but yeah, check your local listings, as they say. No way, a free kick, fair tackle. I actually didn't see it. Sorry. Cottle is in. Good to see you, pal. Shaqiri now is looking like he's going to have a go at this. It is a long way out. But I mean, if Shaqiri can score from here with them little legs, fair play to him. And I know the feeling because I have little small legs as well, so. Shaqiri. None of you moving when you die. Shaqiri with the strike. Oh, he wasn't far away. Now it went wide. It looked like it hit the post. Yeah, the keeper does get a touch on it. Was it going in? I think it was just going wide, but the keeper wasn't taking any chances. Good free kick. Good free kick. So corner here now to Switzerland. Switzerland haven't shied away since they've conceded, in fairness to them. Corner in near post. Poor corner, headed clear at the near post. Offside. Shakira or J-Lo. Oh, Michael, I'd love one of them on either side of me, to be honest with you. Shakiri or J-Lo. Fuck, that's a tough one. Right, tell you what we'll do. Give me 1 sec here. Right, let's put it to the group. We create a poll there on TikTok. Shakira or J-Lo. Get your... Oh, Portugal should have scored. Can we pick both? No, you can't. You can't pick both. Corner now to Portugal. A great defensive header there because I think Ramos was coming in and had a free header on it only for the touch. What's the scores? 1-0 to Portugal, Jack. Ramos with the goal. Gonzalo Ramos, and it's a corner here now to Portugal. And it would be a good time. You couldn't see, if they do get a second, you couldn't see Switzerland coming back from 2 goals down. Bruno to swing it in now. Good corner. And Pepe! There it is! And we're just talking about him. The 39-year-old gets the goal. He has a captain's armband on. And he gives him the 2-goal lead. And it was a brilliant header. And, you know, for a 39-year-old to get up ahead of everybody like that, absolutely just buries it. And soon as he makes contact with it, there's no saving it. A brilliant, brilliant, brilliant header from, you have to say, he's like Marmite. People love him or hate him, but what a great defender. And it was a real defender's header from a corner, wasn't it? And look at that. And that's what annoys me. The goal has been scored, and all of the cameras are on Ronaldo, celebrating with him, rather than the fucking goal scorer. But a quality ball in by Bruno, and Pepe just gets up between 2 defenders. He's up ahead of them all. Early, bang, up high, 2-0. Long way back now for Switzerland. Game over, says Michael. Portugal look really good. They do. They look good. Look, this Swiss team, let's call it, you know, I don't want to be disrespectful, but this Swiss team is not going to be the toughest team that you could come up against in the World Cup. You know, but Portugal are looking good. They're looking dangerous. And I don't want to be an anti-Ronaldo or anything like that, but they look very fast and very... I don't know, yeah, just fast is probably the word without him, you know. Ben says, I'll take the one you don't pick. Carl says, I wonder is the oldest scorer in World Cup history. Was there an African player that scored and he was 40 when he scored? I don't know, maybe I'm thinking this, maybe I'm wrong in thinking that, but I'll tell you right now. Yeah, it was. I knew it. Roger Miller. Roger Miller. What age was he? Yeah, he was 42. I knew it. He was 42. He scored against Russia for Cameroon in the 94 World Cup. Roger Miller. 42 years of age. '94 World Cup, Patrick. Yeah, 94 World Cup. Roger Miller. I thought it was Roger Miller, but it's Roger Milla. Milla. Micah says Bruno has been class in this World Cup. He's having a good World Cup. He really is. Jim Bob says, what time is Ronnie coming on at, do you reckon? I mean, would you bring him on at all? Not being disrespectful or anything, but if you're going to be using him in the latter stages, now going into the quarterfinals and the semi-finals and finals, hopefully for Portugal, would you just say, nah, take a rest? Take a rest. I don't know. He did a dance celebration around the corner flag, I think. He did. He had his hand on the flag and he done that. Yeah. Iconic. One of the iconic celebrations, actually, the World Cup, now that I think of it. Smash a like on the video, guys, if you haven't done so already. As you know, it helps the channel out an awful lot. Anyone on TikTok, if you have a minute, tap the screen a few times for us. Try get them likes up. And the results of our poll are in on TikTok. Shakira or J-Lo. 70% Shakira, 30% J-Lo. I think I'm going to have to agree with you, with the majority of you. I think I'd pick Shakira. I think I would. But yeah, if you have a minute, guys, get a couple of likes in. Really appreciate it. Gets more people into the chat as well. Helps the channel out. "42, fair play to Scotland, yeah. Yeah, imagine being 42 years of age and playing at a World Cup. I'm 33 and when I'm getting out of a chair I go, oh, Jesus. Switzerland now. Oh, great cross. Oh, the header there is cleared off the line by Delo. Switzerland knocking on the door and Shakira having me head. Xhaka with a strike over the bar. Delo with some really good defending there and just reads the danger and gets back onto the goal line. Yeah, it does really well. Now, it was an easy clearance in the end, but Cottle says United players are lighting up this World Cup. They are. I mean, there hasn't been a United player that hasn't played well. Like, I know Denmark went out early, but Eriksen did play well in the few games. Bruno's playing well, Delo's playing well, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Rashford. You know, they're all playing well, in fairness to them. Wife swap, says Michael. I wouldn't be allowed. But yeah, it's been a good first half out of Portugal here. But again, in saying that, I mean, Switzerland haven't... It's not like Switzerland haven't had a few chances. They've had a couple of chances throughout this game. But yeah. Just over 6 minutes to go before half time, guys. Dino says, I say Ronnie will want to get on sooner than later to join in with the goals. Maybe so. Pepe has gone down again, holding his ankle after a challenge. Well, you would think Ronaldo will want to get on the pitch, you know, especially if it goes to, you know, if Portugal get a third, you know, you could see Switzerland folding, you know, but all of that form could have been for United, though, when you think about it. This could be their good spell for the season, says Shane. Great point, Shane. But I don't... Look, they're going to get a rest, you know, before they come back to Manchester United. I think any of the players that get to the latter stages will have at least a week off, if not 2. So, look, it's going to be interesting. Look, these players are uber fit, and like, I know exactly what you're saying as a United fan, and I think any fan in general of a club that's, it's easy for us as, well, me specifically as, my country are not in it. If Ireland were in the World Cup and all of Ireland were, our whole team was made up of United players, I would want us still to go all the way to the final. But the fact that Ireland are not in the World Cup, and I'm not really supporting anybody, I want all of the United players to get knocked out as quickly as possible, just to get them back to United and get them fresh, keep them fresh. But, we do have some quality players, and quality players in quality teams, you're going to have some of your players going to the latter stages of the tournaments, Michael said if he stopped whinging, he wouldn't have this problem. That's true. Jim Bob says, wouldn't be surprised if he packed it in after this World Cup. Yeah. Well, he might, if he takes 200 million for a 2-year contract in Saudi Arabia, he's practically packing it in, isn't he? He's just taking the money as a little retirement fund. Not that he fucking needs it or anything like that, you know what I mean? I'd like to see Switzerland get a goal here. If not before half-time, early in the second half. And just make a game out of it, Here's Shaqiri now. They have players wide. This is a chance. You have Big Egypt, yeah. Terrible cross. Portugal come away with it. Oh, and there's 3 or 4 really bad challenges after being really late challenges being put in by Switzerland. Oh, wish it's going to be 3-0. Oh, what a save! What a save! Who was it? It was Ramos again. It would have been offside anyway, I think, but what a brilliant save by the Swiss goalkeeper there. And lovely play by Portugal. And there was a really bad challenge by Cher in the build-up to it on João Felix, but the ref allows a good advantage to play. And yeah, it's a bad challenge with studs up. And lovely ball played into Ramos. And he does well. He does. He's placing that in the far corner, but the keeper gets his angles right and makes a really good save and somewhat keeps Switzerland in this game. Short corner now by Portugal. Cross into the back post. Pepe is there. Heads it back across. Odds. They get a mix up, but Switzerland eventually clear their lines. It's a throw to... Patrick says, which female presenter? Alex Scott on BBC or Laura Woods? Laura Woods all day. Laura Woods. Every time Ramos misses, Ronaldo saying, I'd score that. Probably. I'm sure that goal that he scored, Ronaldo was probably saying as well, I would have definitely scored that as well, lad. You know what I mean? I would have hit it harder and got it even more into the top corner. Did you see the Brazil manager doing the pigeon celebration when Richarlison scored, says Cottle? I did. I thought it was good. Your man, I was listening to TalkSport today, and your man Jason Cundy was giving out stink about it, saying it's a disgrace and this and that and the other, and then someone said to him, yeah, but what about Peter Crouch doing the robot for England back in 2004? Oh yeah, well I enjoyed that, like. And I said, you're a fucking idiot. Go away, will ya? So, anyway. The movement by Portugal in their forward line, I have to say, is really good as well. They're just players running off of each other and overlapping and interlinking. It's really, really good, I have to say. Oh, João Felix with a great bit of skill and a great run to get out. Now get your head up. You need to pass it now. Gets it off to Bruno. Oh, tries probably. It's one of them typical Bruno scoop passes where you're just saying, nah, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. 4 minutes of added time, guys, just getting into it now. Souness about Casemiro as well, says Michael. What did he call him? A steady Eddie? Fucking Egypt. He's some dope, that Graham Souness. Casemiro is fucking twice the player Souness ever was. User says, let's hope Ronaldo goes out tonight. Oh, like goes out on the beer or just goes out of the World Cup? Patrick says, Souness hated Pogba. Well, I can understand with Pogba because he was so inconsistent and so fucking frustrating. But it's typical out of him. He's basically just trying to derail any kind of positivity that Manchester United have, you know. We make a really good signing with Casemiro. He turns out to be a really good signing and playing really well. But Souness, because he's affiliated with Liverpool, just tries to dismantle any bit of positivity that United have. You know what I mean? So, fuck him. Oh, great ball there by Pepe, and Dalot gets all the way to the far end line and wins a corner out of it. Really good play. And a corner here to Portugal now. Great to see so many people in, guys. Keep smashing the like button. We're over 5,000 likes there already. Really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit the follow button. Daily Manchester United and World Cup content. All of the watch-alongs. Hit the follow button. We're on the road to 21,000 followers. Here's Dalot now. Here's Guerrero. Now he's going to have a strike over the bar. But, and if anybody, like I said, guys, wants the full experience, we're live on YouTube as well. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11, all of that good stuff all on the screen. Link is on my homepage, or just search United Community Channel on YouTube. Go over and give us a subscribe over there. I'd really appreciate it. Did I see that your man I Show Speed is at the game tonight to see Ronaldo play, and he's dropped again. That's as funny as that is, it's very unlucky. It's very, very unlucky if he is. And we're done for the first half. That's it. Half time, guys. 2-0 to Portugal. It's been a good first half. It really has. Graham says Portugal much better without the sulk. Well, they're playing good. They're playing a lot better tonight. This is probably their best performance so far, I would think. So, I mean, Chris is in. Good to see you, pal. Why isn't Cancelo playing? Because Dalot is class. That's why. I have no idea. Ben says I'd give up if I was him. Yeah, I mean, so let's put it to you guys, right? And see what you think. Let me know in the chat, right? Scoreboard. Fair play to you, Chris. You know, I always forget that bloody scoreboard. So, if you were Ronaldo, after this World Cup, would you retire or would you keep going? Let me know in the chat. Keep going or retire. You know, do you try and maintain whatever bit of a legacy you have left? Or do you stay going, try get another club, see what happens? I'll leave that with you for a second while I grab my potatoes. So keep going or retire. Let me know in the chat. Back in a sec. Now let's see what people are saying. Ryan says keep going. Scottish Dad says retire. Michael said if I win I'd retire. He's enough money. Retire to save face of not being called up again. His days are numbered, says Jay. Good point, Jay. Retire, he's filing his legacy. Saw you open a packet of potatoes with the scissors before, says Juan. Come on, man. Let's be honest, he's just stealing a wage now, says Scottish Lad. Ben says, I'd retire unless Sporting wanted him and go home for a year where it all began. Yeah, that's a good option, you'd have to say. But his options are going to be limited. You know what I mean? They really are going to be limited. Now, so if anyone who's new to the channel, Halftime Potatoes, they're going to be the future sponsor of this channel. They're unbelievable. It's a tradition. We have it. My mouth is watering here. And before all of the dickheads start, no, King Crisps are not better than potatoes. And Walkers are not better than them either. These are the best. Rebel says, you not think them potatoes need a bit of bread and butter? I totally agree with you. But I don't want to have to have a shower after I eat it while I'm live. You know, you wouldn't want to see me in the shower. Because potato sandwiches get pretty fucking messy, don't they? Michael says potatoes for Christmas Day are a must. We already have the big box, the Christmas box. I think there's 25 bags in it. I have 2 of them. And it's great because all of them multi-pack bags of potatoes, they're never the nicest ones. When you get the boxes of potatoes or just a packet in the shop, they're always nice. This Anfield says, King and Tato made by the same company. Yeah, but they're not the same. Stick them on a bit of bread and cheese. Oh no, I wouldn't have cheese in a potato sandwich now. Fuck. Absolute disgrace that Tato Park won't be called Tato Park anymore, says Colin. Why is that? I don't know. I didn't hear that. 100% says prawn cocktail underrated flavour though. No, I don't like them. I don't like them. Prawn cocktail wouldn't be for me. I like a bit of smoky bacon though. A bit of smoky bacon. Can't beat that. Space Raider crisps, yummy, says Scottish Dad. Not too bad. Space Raiders. I like chipsticks. Anyone ever have chipsticks? Chipsticks are a good salt and vinegar potato. Dino says, how How much do you reckon you go through a week? However many watch-alongs I do, you know. I only ever eat when I'm doing a watch-along because you keep on to me about them. It's become a superstition now. As Peter Kay would say, it's a taste sensation. Banshee bones are pretty good as well. Peri onion rings. Never really into onion rings. I'll be a very plain kind of flavour. But these are absolutely lovely tonight, I have to say. Treble Crunch, says Michael. Disco chips. Oh, disco crisps. Oh, remember them? You go into the shop and you get a Freddo bar, a packet of disco crisps, and a couple of blackjack jellies, blackjack chewy jellies, with a bottle of Cadet Orange back in the day, all for the price of a, I don't know, all for, what was it? We had pounds back then, so £1. The good old days. It says in 2023 Potato Park will be changed into Emerald Park because the sponsorship with Potato is ending. Alright. See, Potato are ending their sponsorship with the park to come and sponsor the United Community Channel instead. That's what's happening. You heard it here first. Burger Bites. Yeah, Burger Bites are good. Sorry to anyone who's just joined, has just seen me munching down a bag of potatoes. We're actually watching the football, I swear. It's just half time. Scottish lad says, oh, Carl is in. Good to see you, Carl. A lot of empty seats at the game. It's a joke. Yeah, I mean, it's been happening a lot, hasn't it? There definitely is certain countries that have a lot more support there than others. Argentina, by the looks of it, have a big following. But yeah. Ocean said, the wife's eating the pizza beside me and just says, I'd love a bag of potatoes after this. You give me a slice of pizza, I'll give you a bag of potatoes. No problem. Morocco have unbelievable support. Yeah, they were in full force today, so they were. Klopp says Brazil France final. There we go. That's the one good thing about potatoes, is that you always have a little bit left in your teeth for afterwards. Lovely. But yeah, let me know, guys. Anyone new, let me know in the chat. Who do you think is winning the World Cup? I think it's going to be Brazil. But, and for any United fans, I hope you're all going to tune in tomorrow night. We're doing a live watch-along tomorrow night for United's friendly game with Cadiz. Kick-off at 7 o'clock. We'll be live from about 6:30. So I'm looking forward to getting to see some of the youngsters play. Or some of the academy players. Sorry, I have to be careful what you say there. But yeah. Let me know, any United fans in the chat, who you're looking forward to seeing over the next couple of games. Obviously, a lot of the youngsters are going to get a good run out. Is the game on MUTV, Cottle? It is, Cottle, yeah. That's what I'll be watching it on. Scottish lad says, prediction for England game. Do you think it's coming home? I hope not, but I think if they beat France, they'll go to the final. I suppose they only have one game to win after it if they beat France. But if they beat France, I think they have a really good chance of winning the World Cup. I really do. It all comes down to how their manager sets them up. What formation he plays. What kind of starting 11 he puts out. You know. Barry says, Argentina, Portugal final, Argentina to win. And Aidan says, question, do you think Man U will rest the World Cup players for the first few games? I wouldn't think so. It's certainly not for the Premier League games. I mean, we've got 3 days after the final, we've got a Carabao Cup game against Burnley. I'm sure some of the main players will get rested for that. Then I think that's a Wednesday night. Then the following Tuesday, which is the day after Stevens' day, we're playing Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Now, that's kind of a double-edged sword, really, because one, you're playing one of the teams that are lower down in the Premier League, which is good. But two, I don't think they have. If they do, they don't have an awful lot of players that were at the World Cup, so they'll be fresh. So I don't think he'll rest an awful lot for that. And then I think we've got Everton then in the FA Cup. I think on the 6th of January. We'll probably have a Premier League game in between that as well. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See. Manchester United matches. So Burnley on the 21st, Forest on the 27th. Yeah, and then 4 days later we're away to Wolves. So maybe he might rest some players for the Forest game, but I would be expecting by the 31st, all going well, we should have a full squad. Then on the 3rd, we're at home to Bournemouth in the league. So we have 3 games in a week. And then 3 days after that, then we've got Everton at home in the FA Cup. And then we have a break for 8 days. And then we're playing Man City at home in the league. Then we're away to Arsenal. I mean, January is tough. City at home. Sorry, we'll go through them all. Everton in the FA Cup. City at home. Arsenal away. Crystal Palace at home. Leeds away. And then... that brings us into February as well. And then we have Barcelona. First round of the Barcelona game in Barcelona. So, it's going to be a difficult month or two for United. So, let's see what happens. Players will definitely be feeling it on their legs after the World Cup. Yeah, absolutely. Possibly rest players for the Burnley game, says Michael. You would hope so. Just about ready to kick off here again, guys. Just waiting on the whistle. 2-0 to Portugal for anyone who's just joining us. Yeah, wow, there is a lot of spare seats. Now, I know there always is coming in at half time, but there seems to be an awful lot of empty seats there. Just waiting for the referee. What is he waiting on? Alright, we're off. Changes. Let's see. Any changes? Changes. Changes. No, that's Morocco, Spain. Don't need to know anything about that. Let's see. Lineups. Have we got any changes? Yes. Fabian Schär has come off for Comert at centre back. So that's the only change from both teams. But it's going to be interesting to see what Portugal do here in the second half. I'm sure if they can get a third goal quickly, they'll ring in the changes. But, I mean, if we're looking at potential... I mean, if Switzerland could get a goal, it would really make a game out of it. And it'd be interesting to see then what the manager of Portugal would do then. Would you bring on Ronaldo then? Or, you know... But it looks like Switzerland are gone very attacking in this second half. It looks nearly like they're playing a 4-2-4 nearly. I suppose what have you got to lose? You know what I mean? 2-0 down. You don't score, you're out. Oh, Carvalho tries to get in. Oh, it's well defended in the end. Aiden says on the soft stuff tonight. Yeah. School day. But apparently Brandon Williams could make his comeback in the game. Hope he comes through it, says Oshin. Yeah, I'd like to see Brandon Williams come back in. A decent player. I love his desire and his attitude. I think he probably will want to play first team football. But I would certainly be happy with him as a backup. Because he can play both right back and left back, which is good for United as well, you know, so... Here's Bernardo Silva now getting down the left-hand side. Cross is blocked and goes for a corner. So Portugal kind of starting how they finished, really. Corner now. Swung in. Oh, header. No, it's cleared eventually. And Switzerland cleared their lines. I think Ramos got the flick at the near post and there's just no one on the second ball, really. Whoever scores the next goal wins the game. If you know, you know, says Shane. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But yeah, you're dead right. I think, well, like if Switzerland get the next goal, they're not, like, obviously they're not guaranteed to win, but I know exactly what you mean. It'll certainly make a game out of it. Let's hope they do. Because I don't support either team. Ronaldo's out warming up. Bit of a slow start to the second half, you'd have to say. But I mean, Portugal are happy just to... They don't have to do anything. You know, if they keep a clean sheet now, they're through. You know? There's Bruno coming now. Gets it out to Bernardo Silva. Bruno cross into the box. Oh, nearly gets it to the back post, but Dalot is going to keep possession here. Oh, gets to the end line, cross into the box, and it's 3-0. Diogo Dalot. Who's been saying why is he starting again instead of Cancelo? I'm fucking telling you, if anyone is saying Diogo Dalot is having an average season, is talking through their fucking hole. That goal was made by him. Absolutely made by him. And again, the camera goes to Ronaldo, which I don't like to see. Put the fucking camera on the young Ramos lad who's after getting a brace in the World Cup. And he's after getting his second goal. And the player who took Ronaldo's place is after getting a brace. And was the manager right? The manager was right. Now, as a United fan, we're listening to it all fucking year by these Ronaldo fans that Ten Hag has disrespected him. Load of bollocks, right? These managers know what they're doing. Ronaldo's been dropped. Portugal have played better. The lad has come on instead of them, has scored 2 goals. Portugal are 3-0 up and are into the quarter-final. Game over. Game over. Shane says, when you know, you know. So it's 3-0 to Portugal now, guys. And it's game over. It's absolutely game over. You couldn't write Portugal off winning it either. Yeah. Am I being really disrespectful and saying I think they have a much better chance of winning the World Cup if Ronaldo doesn't play? You know. But again, Portugal have had their best game of the World Cup so far, and it's been tonight. You know, and is it a coincidence that Ronaldo is not playing? I don't know. That's for the analysts to decide. Keep smashing like on the video, guys, if you haven't done so already. Help the channel out a ton. Anybody watching on TikTok, if you have a second, tap the screen a few times for us. Gets more people into the chat. And make sure you hit the follow button too, if you're new to the channel. Here's Joe Felix now with a strike. Wide of the far post. And anybody, like I said, who wants a full experience, we are live on YouTube as well at the moment. Link is on my homepage, or just search United Community Channel. We've got the full experience over there. Scoreboard, ticker tape, starting 11, timer, all of that good stuff. Click on the link on the homepage or just search United Community Channel. Appreciate it. And hit the subscribe button. Ronnie on the 60th minute says Jim Bob. He'll definitely come on. I mean, he's been warming up. He'll definitely be on. I agree, take Ronaldo out of the team. They're a better balance here. Twigs is in. I've been waiting for you to come in, Twigs. What's going on, man? Ronaldo. What? Yes, it is a coincidence. It's happening with United. Now it's happening with Portugal. They're both playing better without the GOAT. I don't know. Twigs says Die Hard is a Christmas movie. You damn right it is. And I watched it the other day. Watched it. When did I watch it? Friday night, I think I watched it. So I might even watch Die Hard 2 tonight once this is over. Because that's another Christmas movie. The third one, not so much. First two are definitely Christmas movies though. Let's see. Stephen says, would you take the current Liverpool owners at United or oil money? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really don't mind who our owners are as long as they're competent, they do the right thing and they invest properly in the club. Here's Bernardo Silva. It should be 4-0 and it is. Oh no, sorry, it's Rafael. And it's 4-0 if he's onside. There's going to be a chance he's off. But it's 4-0. And Portugal are ripping Switzerland apart here. They really are. And again the camera goes back to Ronaldo. It annoys me. Just give the young lad his time on the screen after scoring a goal. You know. But Switzerland were all over the place there. You'd have to say they really were. And Portugal just cut through him like a knife through butter. Little back heel. João Felix gets on it. And picks a lovely pass to Rafael. And goes across the goalkeeper high and buries it. And it's 4-0. 4-0. Jesus, you frightened me. You come in there like a bull.
She's not asleep, but I'm going to go because Dawn's close as well.
Yeah, alright, come on, I'll keep a Niners. Grant. Yeah, no problem. See you in a bit. What are people saying here? Anyway, what was that question somebody asked me? Oh yeah, would you take the current Liverpool owners? I take any owners as long as they're competent. They buy into the Manchester United values, and then they invest properly into the club and put the right people in the right areas. You know. Who says Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie? Says Michael. Oh, there's some naysayers. There is some naysayers. No man is an island. Ronaldo's ego is gobbling him up, says Joe. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, Joe. I'd have to agree with you, I'm afraid. Let's change the scoreboard here. He's coming on. This lad would want to score a hat-trick, sharpish. Oh, and Switzerland have got one back. They've got one back, and is it a bit too late? Obviously, there's still over a half an hour to go, but scoring a goal when you're 4-0 down, is it going to do an awful lot? Corner swung in. Great delivery in, and it goes, and it's flicked on by, I think, a Portuguese player. Yeah, and it goes all the way back to the back post. And he's just unmarked, and he just stabs it in, and it's 4-1. 4-1. What makes them Christmas movies, though? That's like saying Django Unchained is because they're snowing it. No, but they were released at Christmas. It's set at Christmas time. The end song is, oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. You know, they're definitely Christmas movies. You know? Definitely Christmas movies, Shen. Don't start me now, alright? Michael said Ronaldo would have cleared that ball. Right. My daughter is sitting up in the bed. Give me 1 sec. I'll be back to you guys. Give me 1 second. The United Sing-Along channel. The dog's tail is wagging in the background, look. The stadium is shouting for Ronaldo. They want him on. They want him on. So they do. Jeez, Jack, you have a tail. But anyway, let me update that scoreboard. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted there. 4-1, guys. And look, I mean, it's still a very, very long way back here for Switzerland, you'd have to say. Die Hard is a Christmas tradition, says Michael. Yeah, it is same with me, man. Christmas tradition. Have to watch Die Hard. at Christmas. And Die Hard 2. And Die Hard 2. You know what I mean? Just absolutely. Luna, thanks for the gifts. Really appreciate it. And they're all shouting Ronaldo. The whole stadium is shouting Ronaldo's name, but he's sitting on the bench. That manager doesn't give a toss. Am I the only one singing for Ronaldo in the stadium? I'm just very loud. Chris says, gotta go violent night for Xmas. Yeah. Might refuse to come on yet, though, says Ben. Well, there's certainly enough cameras in that fucking stadium pointing at him. If he does, we'll know about it sooner or later. Oh, great ball in. Pepe is there to clear. And Switzerland are not going away, in fairness to them. Micah says in front of the fire as well. Yeah, absolutely. They're giving a cold snap in Ireland here now. They're going to give it, I think, minus 4, minus 5 degrees Celsius this week. Perfect. Light the fire. Die hard. Die hard. Perfect. Oshin said, I heard they're taking one camera off match coverage just to follow Ronaldo. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, just to see, you know, like the clip that showed him refusing to come on for Man United. Jim Bob says, reckon we'll getting snow on Thursday apparently. So, I don't mind a bit of snow. Doesn't bother me. That's going to get clipped, says Jim Bob. I just realised what I've said. I don't mind snow. I like snow. Nah. Fuck that shit, man. I was probably doing it while I was rubbing my nose as well. Sorry, I'm just watching my daughter on the baby monitor here. She's rearranging her pillow. I don't know if you can see that. Just watch the yellow snow though, says Oshin. Yeah, you had to be careful of that yellow snow, boy. You're getting caught out with that big time, so you could. Shaqiri, oh jeez, what a terrible cross. Making herself comfortable, says Michael. She certainly is. Certainly is. Sideways in the cot now at this stage, she is. What's going to get clipped, says Triggs? Me saying that I like snow. There's some giddy lads in the chat here, alright. Alright. But game is kind of... Game is over, really, isn't it? You'd have to say, but... Oh, ball into Joe Felix. Squares. This should be 5. Oh, it is 5. The young lad is after getting a hat-trick. He's after getting a hat-trick. Is this his debut? This young lad is on fire. Oh, he's brought in to replace Ronaldo and he scores a hat-trick. And what a hat-trick it's been. He has an absolutely unbelievable finish there. The keeper comes out. Lovely little slip ball into him by Joe Felix. First touch is brilliant. Draws the keeper out. Keeper gets too close to him. Chip over him. This young lad is class. This young lad is class. And are you telling me you're going to drop him for a quarter-final after scoring a hat-trick? I think Ronaldo, you may have to get used to sitting on that bench for your country as well, son. It's 5-1. Cue the cut to Ronaldo, yeah. Ben says, Twigs, new Ronaldo right there. I hated them up as Christmas Carol as a child. To go, you stop changing the fucking subject, Twigs. First hat-trick at the World Cup, says Jim Bob. Hat-trick, lads. Fucking hell. A hat-trick. Is it his debut? I think it's his debut as well. Unreal. Not a bad way to introduce yourself. Absolutely not. He's just added 20 million to his price tag. Octavio wins a free there. That's a scandalous neck tattoo that he has. Jeez, it's so big, isn't it? Oshin says Wolves might sign him now to add to their Portuguese squad. They might. They might. He'll be linked with United in the morning, says Adam. He fucking probably will. He probably will. Oh, I'd sign him. Sign him up. It'd be unreal if we signed the lad to replace Ronaldo that replaced Ronaldo in the Portuguese squad. that'd be the old United way, really, isn't it? Who replaced Ronaldo at Portugal? Oh, this lad called Ramos. Give him a ring there. He'll sign for us. We'll replace Ronaldo with him as well. Yeah, sound. Oh, what a ball. Oh, there's be some goal. Oh, it's just off. Bruno couldn't stretch far enough. That would have been some goal. Silva with a ball all the way across. And first time cross then as well. To Bruno. He couldn't do much better there. And Bruno just couldn't stretch. Couldn't stretch. Chris says 82 degrees Fahrenheit here. God damn you, Chris, with your warm weather all the time. These boys are looking like serious World Cup winners, says Jim Bob. Let's not get carried away. They're playing Switzerland. They're not playing France. They're not playing Argentina, England, Brazil, any of them. They're playing Switzerland. But I'm not taking anything away from them. They have played well here tonight. They really have. Eric will be on a wild goose chase in January, says Twigs. Brian says Morocco will knock him out. Well, that'll be a good game now. That'll be a good game. Hopefully it'll be a closer game than this. Swiss are not to be sniffed at. Brazil did the same against South Korea and they're favourites. Yeah, but they were favourites going into it. Oh, I mean, look, they're well within it. They're well within a shout for it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if they won it. They're certainly one of them teams that's in the conversation. Them, France, Brazil, Argentina, England, all have a good chance of winning it. You know? Oshin says, I say you get sick of it quick though, Chris, do ya? Says Oshin, the warm weather, big fuck. My days, imagine Ronaldo wins a World Cup from the bench, says Ben. Imagine he was like suspended for the final, right? If Ronaldo was suspended for the final, do you reckon he'd do a John Terry on it, get togged out and go up and lift the World Cup? I reckon he would. Shane says, can we give a 39-year-old Pepe still going strong in the 70th minute a round of applause? We were mentioning it earlier, Shane. Unreal. So the stadium is after erupting in noise, and it's all due to Ronaldo taking his top off. He's coming on here. The GOAT. Right, Keane's not happy with Brazil dancing, says Brian. Ah, sure, look, that's just Keano. That's just Keano. The crowd are going absolutely ecstatic here for Ronaldo to come on. And Gonzalo Ramos comes off after scoring a hat-trick. What a great performance. Otavio is off and João Felix is off. Ronaldo is on. Massive roar there in the stadium for him. Wheelock, you're an idiot, boy. What a sad life you must live. So, Horta coming on, Vitinha, and obviously Ronaldo. So, 3 substitutions made. Oshin said 100% a full kit wanker. He'd get the captain's armband too. Twigs is happy. Wouldn't love to be a fly on the wall in the English camp watching this, hearing what they're saying. Philip says, so Ronaldo didn't feel insulted by being asked to come on tonight when the game was won. Good point, Philip. Good point. What's the score, says Jet? It's 5-1 to Portugal. Everyone is back. Good to see you, pal. Guys, give me 1 sec. The little one is sitting up again. I'll be back in a second. So there's a free, and have a guess who's standing over it. It's Ronnie. Imagine the noise if he scores this. Are you ready, Twigs? Here we go. Over the bar. Watch. Scoreboard's all over the place. Sorry, lads. Here we go. Ronaldo into the wall. He's shite, ain't he? Who's winning between France and England, says Brian. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's probably the hardest. It's the hardest game to call so far, in my opinion. But look, let's see what happens. Evan says, could hear you on the baby monitor. Yeah. She's playing with all of her teddy bears in the cot. Speed's at the game, says Twigs. Yeah, we were saying it earlier on. Are you sure you're not Speed? Who loves Ronaldo more, you or Speed? Oisin says Maguire will match Mbappe stride for stride. Not a bother to him. Like a big fucking stallion by. The whole of Ireland will be cheering on France, says Brian. Speed's there. That shows love. That does, says Ben. Yeah, come on, Twigs. You should be there, man. Support Ronaldo. You know. Switzerland now coming down the right hand side. Shaqiri. Shaqiri's a little barrel, ain't he? So 800 years colonization versus Henri's handball on Saturday. Who do we want to win? God, that child bite. Jesus, you should never go to sleep. Michael says we can forgive France for just one game. Jokes on you, I'm Bruno Fernandes going to whip across for Ronnie. Yeah, he'll probably take it and let on that he got ahead to it when it was actually your goal though, Bruno. Oshin says it's a full moon, Jack. My gang are still bouncing about. Yeah. She's standing up in the cot now. You can probably hear her humming. Hayden says Bruno never stops. What a player. I have to say his energy levels are unbelievable. They really are. I agree with you. He never stops. You've never seen me and Bruno in the same room. I am Batman. Remember that Snickers ad? I am Batman. Would you like to ride with Batman? So yeah, we're just looking for things to talk about now, because this game is basically done and dusted. Corner now. Switzerland swing. Great corner in by Shaqiri, but the header goes over by Xhaka. Eden says my player of the competition will be Casemiro. Well, so far he's been brilliant. He really has. Ruben Neves on for Thiago Silva. Or the other Silva. Bernardo Silva, sorry. Strong says, was expecting a bit more from the Swiss, to be honest. Yeah, so was I. Well, I went 3-1 to Portugal in my match prediction. I wasn't expecting it to be this easy for Portugal, to be honest. Can we all talk about it's coming home one last time? Stirring the pot, says Ben. Ronaldo had that header covered all day long. Would you like a ride? Shane says Swiss are dominating the game since Ronaldo came on. They actually have had more possession since he came on, in fairness. There's a good observation out of you, Shane. Christmas shopping done yet, says Brian. Yep, all done. Midge's man says, bit late tonight. Hope the baby is recovered and is well. She is. She's doing well. Man, I appreciate it. She's on antibiotics at the moment. She has strep throat and high temperature, but she's shouting and roaring in the cot at the moment. Happy as Larry, playing with all of her teddy bears when she's supposed to be asleep. But I appreciate it. And thanks to everyone who's sent me some nice messages over the last few days as well. I had to cut one of the lives short due to the little one being sick. So, but she's back to her mischievous self, thank God. Dada. See? Dada. Oh, here he is, Ronaldo. Oh, fucking 10 years ago you would have got to it, you fucking donkey, yeah. Dada. Have to switch my headphones, one sec. No. Yeah, horrible strep, a bug going around, says Middy's man. Yeah. Here's Ronnie. He's in. Is he going to score? Strike, and he scores! He's offside. Oh, Twigs, I'd say you're just in the middle of typing. Woo! Change that W for an N. No! Yeah, there it is. No. Oh, he's a mile off. He's a fucking mile off, so he is. It's mad that they're just saying, and listen to the commentary here, and they said that Ronaldo has never scored a goal in the knockout phase of the World Cup. You hear all of the good stats about him, but that's certainly not one of the more favourable ones. Told you England would get through to France. I've got England 2-1 in the quarters. I tell you, I don't think it's going to be a very close game, whichever way it goes. To quote Mark Goldbridge, swivel on it, you prats. Did you hear that stat? Crazy. Yeah. Jim Bob says his legs are gone. Brian says, what do you think of VAR? Yeah, I don't mind it. Could be improved, but majority of the time it gets it right, doesn't it? Here's Switzerland now getting into the box. The low with a really good block. Hello, AJ. Thanks for joining us. Just under 5 minutes to go here, guys. It's been a good performance by Portugal, you'd have to say. It really is. Keep smashing the like button for us, guys. We're nearly at 10,000 likes, which is our goal. If you have a second, tap that screen a few times for us. Get the likes up. Helps the channel out a ton. And make sure you hit the follow button too. If you're new to the channel, daily Manchester United and World Cup content. And then all of the watch-alongs for the World Cup. And of course, Manchester United then once the season starts again. We're doing a live watch-along tomorrow night for Manchester United. They're playing a friendly against Cadiz in Spain. So we're going to be going live from 6:30 tomorrow. So if you haven't, make sure you hit the follow button. And if you are following, make sure you turn on the bell notification so you get notified when we go live. I won't be reading that one, Twigs. Nah. Bruno's coming off. Most pressures applied. So the most closing down, Bruno Fernandes, 69, 17 more than anyone else. Energy levels by are fantastic, in fairness to him. But yeah, this game is coming to the end now, guys. But about just over 3 minutes of normal time to go. Probably get a few minutes of added time given the fact that there were so many goals scored. Ronaldo's in the box. If Leao can pick him out, crosses too high. Leao to United, says Brian. I wouldn't turn him down. He's a fantastic footballer. $10K, bro, says Midges, man. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for all the likes. You're absolute legends. Absolute legends. Faison is in. Says, how you doing, mate? Good, pal. Hope you're doing well. Football says, who's winning the World Cup? I think Brazil. Is the United friendly on TV tomorrow night? It's on MUTV, guys, so I don't know if you've got MUTV. I've got it as part of my Sky package. It was like an extra €2 a month or something to put it on. So I done it for like the pre-season and stuff, so we're getting this one as well tomorrow. So yeah, if you haven't got MUTV, just tune in with us. We'll be here for the whole lot of it anyway, so yeah, stick around, as they say. Quarter starts in 2 days, says Faze, and Ben says, should have started Ronaldo, not seen him on camera half as much. Morocco versus Portugal, who's winning? On the performance of tonight, you would say Portugal. But again, Morocco are very resolute when it comes to defending, so it'll be an interesting game. Oshin said Brazil were awesome last night. They also guest starring on the Strictly Christmas special with Kino as choreographer. Just coming to the end. What have we got in terms of added time? Just tipping over to the 90 minutes now. Four minutes, guys. Jimmy is new to the chat there. Good to see you, Jimmy. Shane, come on, man. Come on. I see. You see COC in any name, you just can't fall for it. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on. Come on. If United were not a club, who would you support? Nobody. Nobody. Here's Leao. Oh my goodness, what a goal. Wow. What a goal. Oh, he was not trying to give that ball to Ronaldo anywhere. And what a goal. Gets the ball down the left-hand side. Cuts in onto his right foot and just unleashes this whip and dip shot that just has the keeper beaten all ends up. What a goal. Leao, he's going to have a big move for himself sooner or later. 6-1. What a goal. What a goal. And just the pace. His big long legs cut inside and boom. Ah. Just high and over the keeper just doesn't bother his arse moving. He's like, nah, not saving that. Wow. 6-1. Absolute demolition. An absolute demolition. Ben says agents Bruno and Delo are on it. Yeah. Well, you see fucking all the Liverpool boys. They're fucking licking the arse out with Jude Bellingham. Fucking in any of the videos around you see, even around the hotel, it's Jordan Henderson and Trent are all hanging around with him and doing their work. And it probably will work, to be honest with you. Corner here now to Portugal. It's going to be the last phase of play, I'd have to say. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the follow button on TikTok. And if you're new to the YouTube channel, please do hit the subscribe button as well. We're on the road to 21,000 followers on TikTok. And we're closing in on 2,000 subscribers on YouTube as well. So it really helps the channel out an awful lot. I do appreciate it. We're going to be doing we have plenty of content now over the coming weeks and months as well. So make sure you don't miss out. If you're already following or subscribed, make sure you turn on the bell notification as well. You get notified as soon as we go live, which is obviously great because it means you're in watching and we have a chat and a laugh. But this game is pretty much done and dusted now. A really, really convincing win by Portugal, you'd have to say. And there it is, full time. 6-1. Absolute demolition. And Ramos. Hat-trick on his debut. Comes on, replaces Ronaldo. Gets a hat-trick. Ronaldo has a big puss on his face going off. All of the Portuguese players are around high-fiving each other, hugging each other. Ronaldo's nowhere to be seen. Maybe he is. Maybe he's there somewhere. He's there, all right. He's there, all right. He's not too much into party humour, though. But great performance, Portugal. Really, after making a statement here tonight with that win. But all of the headlines are going to be Ramos getting a hat trick after coming on, getting his start, coming into place to replace Ronaldo. But that's Portugal through, guys. And Portugal are playing Morocco in the quarter-final. France are playing England. Netherlands are playing Argentina. And Croatia are playing Brazil. So that's it. Great watch along, guys. Really appreciate it. Everyone who's watched and who's liked, shared, commented, subscribed, all of that good stuff. We've had 2 today, so it's been great. Like I said, we're back again for the Manchester United watch-along tomorrow night. So any Man United fans, make sure you're tuning in from 6:30. We'll have the build-up to the game. We'll have a chat about some of the academy players that are there. you know what, first team players are there as well. We'll be live from 6:30 from tomorrow, and then of course we'll be back for the quarterfinals then on the weekend as well. But I appreciate it, guys. Thanks everyone who's liked, shared, comment, subscribed, all of that good stuff. You're absolute legends, a lot of you. For those of you who are coming back tomorrow night, I'll see you tomorrow night. And for the rest of you, I'll see you on the weekend for the quarterfinals. Peace out.